A 4-0 win for the Williamsport Crosscutters in Game 1 here at Falcon Park. I'm Claudia Bellafato, joined by JD Rachi on the Auburn Doubledays postgame show, brought to you by Cayuga Community College. JD, the hits we were looking for, did not find them. Pretty quiet at bat once again for the Doubledays, but let's find the silver lining here. The pitching didn't do too bad. Not
at all. I thought Carlos Romero was really strong, the starter today for Auburn. Through 4 innings, he was pretty much flawless, had a bunch of strikeouts, and you can tell when Carlos Romero is striking out a lot of guys, and this might sound like a consensus like, oh yeah, if you're striking out a lot of guys, of course you're going well, but it's really a barometer for Carlos Romero. Games in which he struggles, walk numbers are high. Games in which he pitches really well, strikeout numbers are high. He was awesome today, going up against the left-hander Eric Miller for the Williamsport Crosscutters, 4th round pick out of Stanford. He was absolutely stellar, but then things got into trouble in the 5th inning. A 2-run, 2-out double from Hunter Hearn gives Williamsport a 2-0 lead, and then Lucas Knowles comes on in relief. He gives up 2 runs in the 6th inning, on a 2-run single from DJ Stewart. So only 2 run-producing hits today for Williamsport, but it was the 6 other hits coupled with the lack of hitting from Auburn that proved to be the unraveling point today for the Doubledays. Only 2 base knocks today for Auburn. A leadoff single in the 1st inning from Caldioli Sonflair, and really just a little bit of a face-saving hit from Jeremy Idens in the bottom of the 9th to give them at least 2 hits on the day. 2 hits look so much better than 1 hit in the box score, so that was good for Jeremy Idens. He's been in a bit of a slump, so to see him get on twice today, once by hit by a pitch and then the single, that was good for him, for his confidence moving forward. Jack Dunn also extends his on-base streak now to 15 games, by far his longest of the season, 2nd longest that Auburn has gone on this year, behind only Caldioli Sonflair, who in the middle of July had gone on a 19-game on-base streak. So there are some positives to take away from this ball game. The pitching was great. Jack Dunn extends. Jeremy Idens with a little bit of confidence, but overall the hitting really just was the complete unraveling point today for the Doubledays. And I sat down with hitting coach Mark Harris before the game, and I said what's kind of the key to a strong finish for the end of the season. And I think this, definitely speaks to tomorrow's game too, just getting down to the fundamentals of the game up at bat. We talked, a big part of it too is mindset. Definitely. What would you say along with that are kind of the key points to hopefully a win for the Doubledays? Well, I think the mindset is certainly tough. You think of a lot of guys on this team, they're used to winning. UCLA guy like Jeremy Idens, for example, #1 team in the country in college baseball this year, going into the NCAA tournament. The Bruins just won game after game after game after game. He won a Cape Cod League championship a season ago with the Wareham Gatemen out on the Cape in the most prestigious collegiate league in the country. So the fact that he's so used to winning, and then he's now trying to make the transition to pro ball, where things are harder, there's higher pressure, you're getting paid to play the game now. That, coupled with a losing streak, coupled with a tough season overall for the team, that isn't necessarily conducive to strong hitting. I think it's a lot of mental for a lot of these guys. Andrew Pratt's another guy. He had monster numbers this season at Lubbock Christian, a D2 school down in Texas. He was absolutely fantastic. Now he's striking out a lot, and you can see it in his body language even today. He just gets a little down on himself at times, especially when he chases pitches, which is a huge problem for this Doubledays attack. So just calming down that mindset, saying, hey, we're all here for a reason. We're all professional baseball players for a reason. Let's relax, let's take a deep breath, and let's move on. So moving on tomorrow is going to be a big opportunity and a big step forward that the Doubledays need to make against a Williamsport team that they are now a half game back of for the worst record in the New York Penn League. The Doubledays looking for a win. We need it tomorrow. First pitch set for 7 p.m. Game 2 against the Williamsport Crosscutters. I'm Claudia Bellafato. He's JD Rachi. This is your Auburn Doubledays postgame show, brought to you by Cayuga Community College.